Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers. Today we're diving into the top 3 most valuable and expensive Washington quarter dollar coins. While most quarters are worth just 25 cents, some rare dates and varieties have sold for tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars in today's collector market. Let's get started. First up, the Washington quarter dollar of 1990 with the Denver D mint mark is one of those fascinating coins that continues to capture the attention of collectors and investors across the world. While at first glance it may look like an ordinary piece of pocket change, the truth is that this coin carries both history and hidden value. Even in a rusty, circulated condition, the 1990 D Washington quarter has become an exciting piece in today's action market, proving that true collectors see beyond the surface and recognize lasting significance. The history of the Washington quarter stretches back to 1932, when it was first introduced to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the quarter replaced the standing Liberty design and quickly became a staple of American coinage. By the time we reached 1990, this design had already been in circulation for nearly 6 decades, making it a beloved symbol of U.S. coinage and a historic marker of continuity. On the obverse of the 1990 D quarter, we see the timeless portrait of George Washington. His strong and dignified profile, framed with the inscription Liberty at the top and In God We Trust on the side, remains one of the most iconic images in all of American coinage. Beneath Washington's bust sits the date, 1990, reminding us of its exact moment in history, while just beside his ponytail lies the small but powerful D mint mark, proudly declaring its origin at the Denver Mint. The reverse of the coin showcases the majestic bald eagle, its wings spread wide in strength and authority. With arrows clutched firmly in its talons, symbolizing defense, and an olive branch beneath, representing peace, the design balances power with harmony. Above the eagle, the phrase United States of America arcs proudly, while E pluribus unum and quarter dollar complete the inscription. This design had been a part of American life since 1932 and would only remain until 1998, which makes the 1990 issue part of the closing era before the dramatic shift to the state quarters program. The 1990 D quarter holds a special place for collectors because it belongs to the final decade of the classic eagle reverse. Just a few years later, the series would undergo a historic transformation that forever changed U.S. coinage collecting. Owning a 1990 D quarter is like holding the link between 2 great chapters of history, making it a coin that resonates with nostalgia and importance. Although the Denver Mint struck millions of 1990 D quarters, circulated examples have their own unique appeal. A rusty circulated condition coin carries with it the story of years of use, of countless exchanges, and of history lived through American hands. Each mark, each bit of wear, tells a tale that no pristine example can match. Collectors understand that this character adds depth to the coin's journey, making it highly desirable in its own right. Rarity does not always come from low mintage alone. Sometimes it comes from context. The 1990 D quarter in circulated condition may seem common at first glance, but demand drives rarity. Collectors who wish to complete their Washington quarter sets, or who appreciate the final years of the eagle design, search out these coins with intensity. The fact that so many coins were heavily used only increases the challenge of finding strong examples, adding to the sense of rarity in today's market. The collector demand for the 1990 D Washington quarter is consistently strong because it appeals to a wide audience. Beginners often seek it as a key part of a date and mint mark set, while seasoned collectors recognize its role in the larger story of American coinage. Even investors are drawn to this coin, knowing that quarters from this era are steadily climbing in recognition and value due to their transitionary significance. Current market values for the 1990 D quarter in rusty circulated condition are impressive considering its modest beginnings as pocket change. While face value is only 25 cents, collectors now pay premiums for this coin because of its historic role and high demand. On today's action market, even circulated coins can bring in strong prices, while rare varieties or exceptionally preserved examples command even higher bids. The appetite for these coins ensures that values will continue to rise over time. For those who wish to add this coin to their collection, the advice is clear. Secure it now while values remain accessible. Coins like the 1990 D quarter, with historical weight and growing popularity, rarely stay at their current price levels for long. The numismatic community is already seeing increased interest, and collectors who act early are positioning themselves for strong future rewards. One tip for collectors is to always inspect coins carefully for any potential mint errors. Doubled dies, off-center strikes, or unusual minting flaws on a 1990 D quarter can instantly multiply its value. The combination of being from a significant year and carrying a unique mint error makes such coins absolute treasures, often fetching high figures at auctions. Proper storage of this coin is also key. Even if your example is already in rusty or circulated condition, protecting it from further damage preserves its value and appeal. Using protective holders, albums, or cases ensures that the coin remains stable and ready to present proudly in a collection. Collectors understand that every step taken today contributes to tomorrow's value. The Washington Quarter Series holds a special place in the hearts of Americans and collectors worldwide. From its introduction in 1932 to the final pre-state quarters of the late 1990s, it has served as both currency and a national emblem. The 1990 D issue, standing just years before the dramatic design change, embodies this dual role beautifully, making it both historically important and highly collectible. The demand for the 1990 D quarter is not just steady but growing. As younger collectors enter the hobby and learn the story of America's coins, pieces like the 1990 D become essential additions to their sets. The market continues to reward these coins with strong interest and rising values, ensuring that they remain a hot item for years to come. The Washington Quarter Dollar 1990 with a D mint mark in rusty circulated condition is far more than an ordinary coin. It represents a pivotal era in U.S. coinage, carries both history and artistry, and enjoys strong collector demand. With its enduring design, growing market value, and place in the story of American currency, this coin stands as a must-have treasure. In today's action-packed numismatic market, the 1990 D Washington Quarter shines brightly as a piece worth owning and cherishing. Next up, the Washington Quarter Dollar from 1974 with the Denver D mint mark is one of those coins that continues to shine with historical significance and collector appeal. At first glance, it might look like a simple piece of circulated change, but to collectors and enthusiasts, it represents a rare treasure from the heart of America's coinage history. Today, even in circulated condition, this coin holds strong value on the auction market, attracting attention from both seasoned numismatists and new collectors eager to secure a piece of history. The Washington Quarter Series began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin replaced the standing Liberty Quarter and became one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage. By 1974, the Washington Quarter had already been circulating for over 4 decades, serving not only as everyday currency, but also as a symbol of America's values and strength. The obverse of the 1974 D quarter proudly displays the portrait of George Washington. His profile is bold, dignified, and timeless, accompanied by the inscriptions Liberty across the top and In God We Trust to the left. Beneath the bust is the date, 1974, clearly anchoring this coin in the era just before America celebrated its bicentennial. The small D mint mark, located to the right of the date, marks its origin at the Denver Mint, adding yet another layer of collectability. Turning to the reverse, we see the majestic bald eagle, wings spread in authority, perched upon a bundle of arrows symbolizing defense, with an olive branch below representing peace. This striking design carries the strength of American ideals and has stood the test of time as one of the most recognizable motifs in American coinage. The inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and Quarter Dollar complete the powerful presentation. One of the unique features of the 1974 D quarter is its place in history. It was minted during the transitional years leading up to America's bicentennial celebrations of 1976, which would bring a dramatic design change to the quarter. This makes the 1974 D coin part of the final chapters of the classic Eagle reverse before the nation celebrated its 200th birthday with special commemoratives. Collectors see this as an opportunity to own a coin that bridges two significant eras of U.S. coinage. Although the Denver Mint produced a large number of 1,974 quarters, true collectors know that not all coins survive in collectible quality. Circulated coins with character and history have their own special appeal. Every mark, scratch, and worn surface tells the story of a coin that has traveled through the hands of Americans during a pivotal time in the nation's history. This lived experience gives each 1974 D quarter in circulated condition a uniqueness that pristine examples cannot replicate. Rarity is often misunderstood in numismatics. It isn't just about low mintages, it's about demand, condition, and historical significance. The 1974 D quarter checks all these boxes, making it a rare and desirable item for collectors. Even in circulated condition, collectors actively seek these coins to complete their Washington quarter sets, ensuring strong and consistent demand in today's markets. Collector demand for the 1974 D quarter has steadily grown, especially among those who appreciate the significance of quarters minted just before the bicentennial issues. This transitional appeal gives the coin added prestige, and when combined with the durability of its copper-nickel composition, it ensures that these coins remain popular with collectors around the world. In terms of market value, the 1974 D quarter shows impressive strength. While its face value is only 25 cents, its collectible value far exceeds that in today's auction market. Circulated examples regularly attract bids from collectors, and rare varieties or exceptionally well-preserved circulated coins can command even higher figures. The consistent demand keeps this coin's value firm and ensures its place as a highly desirable item in any collection. Collectors who wish to secure a 1974 D quarter should do so with confidence. The market has shown time and time again that quarters from the 1970s, especially Denver Mint issues, are highly sought after. Their value trajectory points upward as more collectors recognize their importance in American coinage history. Acting now means securing a coin that is likely to continue appreciating in value over the years. A key tip for collectors is to carefully check for errors. The 1974 D quarter is known to have some striking varieties and minor errors, such as doubled dies or off-center strikes, which can significantly increase its worth. Finding one of these error examples is like uncovering a hidden gem within an already valuable coin. Even in circulated condition, proper storage is essential. Protecting the coin from further wear and corrosion ensures that it retains its collectible value. Placing it in a protective case or coin album will keep it secure while allowing collectors to showcase it proudly as part of their collection. The Washington Quarter Series has always carried immense significance in U.S. coinage, and the 1974 D quarter holds a particularly special spot. Its role as a bridge between the long-standing Eagle reverse design and the upcoming bicentennial issues makes it an iconic coin worth owning. Collectors know that owning a 1974 D quarter is owning a piece of American history. Demand for the 1974 D quarter continues to grow as younger collectors enter the numismatic world and seek out coins from the 1970s era. Its appeal lies not only in its history, but also in its ability to represent an important moment in U.S. culture and coinage. With each passing year, more people discover its value, pushing interest and prices upward. In conclusion, the Washington Quarter Dollar 1974 with a D mint mark, even in circulated condition, is a rare and valuable piece of American history. It embodies strength, heritage, and artistry, while offering collectors the chance to hold a coin that bridges two important eras in U.S. coinage. Its growing demand, consistent market value, and historical significance make it a true treasure in the auction market today. Owning a 1974 D quarter is not just about collecting. It's about preserving history, and this coin ensures that the legacy of America's past continues to shine brightly into the future. Next up, the Washington Quarter Dollar of 1987 with the Denver D mint mark is a coin that stands out as a fascinating and highly collectible piece of U.S. history. Even in damaged condition, this coin continues to draw strong interest in today's auction market, proving that true rarity and demand are not diminished by age or wear. To collectors, the 1987 D quarter is more than a simple piece of pocket change. It is a direct link to American culture, artistry, and history, and its market value today reflects its growing prestige. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the nation's first president and one of its most enduring symbols of freedom. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, this coin replaced the standing Liberty quarter and quickly became one of the most recognized coins in circulation. By 1987, the design had already been in circulation for more than half a century, cementing itself as an iconic part of American life. The obverse of the 1987 D quarter proudly showcases the profile of George Washington. His strong, noble image has long served as a reminder of the country's founding values. Surrounding the portrait are the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," while the date, 1987, appears below. The small D mint mark, positioned just to the right of the bow in Washington's hair, signals its origin at the Denver Mint and adds to its collectability. The reverse of this coin features the powerful eagle design, which symbolizes the nation's strength and resilience. The eagle is perched confidently on a bundle of arrows, a symbol of readiness for defense, while the olive branches beneath reflect the enduring hope for peace. Above, United States of America and E pluribus unum are inscribed, while quarter dollar proudly states its denomination. This timeless design resonates deeply with collectors, representing both artistry and national pride. One of the unique aspects of the 1987 D quarter lies in its historical timing. Minted just before the U.S. embarked on the state quarters program in 1999, these coins represent the final years of the long-running eagle reverse before a major shift in American coinage. This transitional placement makes the 1987 D quarter a desirable piece for collectors who value coins that serve as bridges between eras. Even though many quarters were minted in 1987, the passage of time has made coins in circulation increasingly rare in collectible form. A quarter from this year that has survived decades of handling and still carries its original markings, whether in pristine or damaged condition, represents a remarkable survivor. Collectors value these coins not only for their physical presence, but also for the stories they carry from a bygone era. Rarity in coins is about more than just low production numbers. It's about collector demand, historical importance, and availability in the market. The 1987 D quarter checks all these boxes. Its strong demand has turned even examples in damaged condition into must-have items, as collectors are determined to complete their Washington quarter sets with every mint mark and year. The action market has been particularly strong for 1987 D quarters in recent years. Collectors know that this coin, even when showing wear or damage, is highly desirable. Bidders recognize its historical importance and seek to secure it for their own collections, keeping its value consistent and often pushing prices higher as competition grows. When we talk about market value, it's important to emphasize that the 1987 D quarter far surpasses its original face value of 25 cents. In today's collector market, it is not unusual to see examples fetching strong dollar values, especially when collectors compete in auctions. Error coins, or those with distinctive damage patterns, can command even greater premiums, adding to the excitement of collecting this issue. For collectors, the 1987 D quarter represents an opportunity to own a tangible piece of history that is both affordable and highly sought after. Its presence in circulated and damaged condition does not diminish its appeal. In fact, it adds character and uniqueness. Each coin carries its own journey, and collectors see the marks of time as a reminder that this coin has lived through decades of American history. A valuable tip for collectors is to look closely for varieties or minting errors, as the 1987 D quarter has been known to feature double dies and off-center strikes. These rare varieties elevate the coin's desirability and can significantly boost its market value. Always inspect carefully, as hidden treasures often lie within coins that may initially seem ordinary. Storage and preservation remain key to maintaining value. Even in damaged condition, collectors should protect their 1987 D quarters from further deterioration by placing them in coin holders, or albums. Doing so preserves their current state and ensures they remain attractive to future buyers and collectors. The Washington Quarter series has been a cornerstone of American numismatics for nearly a century, and the 1987 D quarter embodies all the qualities that make the series enduringly popular. Its classic design, transitional significance, and ongoing demand secure its place as a standout issue in the broader world of coin collecting. Demand for quarters from the 1980s continues to grow as collectors recognize their importance. These coins are now old enough to be considered vintage by many, and as time moves forward, they only become more desirable. The 1987 D is no exception, with its appeal spanning generations of collectors, from those who grew up with it in circulation to younger enthusiasts eager to add it to their sets. In conclusion, the Washington Quarter Dollar 1987 with the Denver D mint mark is a rare and valuable treasure, even in damaged condition. Its historical background, unique features, and strong demand in today's action market make it a standout coin that continues to attract attention. With its timeless design and undeniable place in American coinage, the 1987 D quarter is not just a collectible. It is a piece of history, a story of resilience, and a treasure worth securing.